York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Sam off.
On 1st and 10, Grant. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Grant. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Go. Go.
To throw is Darnold. Dorsett making the catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Darnold from the gun. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Darnold, and this is caught at the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, lady. Check, Mike, 54.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's Bell. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
50, plant.
On first down, Grant into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
54. Mike 54. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 54 is Mike. 54 is
After the interception, here's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Darnold. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Jets, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
We're going to sign it. Mark 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run on first down. It's Ling. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Jets nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 22. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Grant. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. 5.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Grant, he's going to air. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Watch the safety creep.
On 1st down, Lee. And he's got some space here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the gun, Grant. And able to connect with Barrios. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Get it.
Throwing again. Grant. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. But now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Cut.
Leo.
On third down, here's Bell. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now it's Darnold. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there of 22.
First down, New England.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
4 down.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Mike, 57. I got one.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
The final shot before break. Grant into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Second and 8 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch 54. Come on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lee. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 40-yard line.
On second down, it's Lee. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up, and what's been under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Third and long, it's Darnold. He's got his man here. It's Green. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.